Well, so here we are at the Hendrick Museum. Now, what you see here is history. I mean, we're going back to one of the first cars up here. Here's a Days of Thunder car. Anybody that watches NASCAR, you've seen all these things over the years. You know, unless you're a new guy, just kind of getting hip to the sport, I don't think anyone exists like that. Yeah, wait, Dusty. What do we got here? 17, Tide Chevrolet. How many times have you seen that thing going around the track? I've seen that car upside down, I think, before. 87 Monte Carlo, Folgers Coffee. Whoa, Folgers Coffee. Is that anything like Starbucks? And look what we have here, 1984 All-Star Racing Monte Carlo, the first Hendrick Racing Team car. The first NASCAR he ever had, right here. There it is, look at this thing. That is a piece of history. We're gonna go meet the man, Mr. Hendrick, that started all this stuff. And apparently he's got a bunch of great cars. You know me, I got some cars, but supposedly you could put my collection in his home garage. And then after that, we're gonna meet a rock star in his own right, Mr. Jimmie Johnson. Now he is the NASCAR rock star. Okay, I won't need these glasses. I want to see these cars as good as I can see them. I'm scared. This makes me nervous. Look at ah! All right, there we go. Whoa! Oh! This is the most insane Chevrolet collection I have ever seen in my life. If you added them all up that I've seen in my life, there are more Corvettes, 427. Oh my God, I guess I shouldn't be referencing it. I want Rick to show me and Rick to tell me what this is in case I get it wrong. Because you remember, guys, you remember, I'm a Ford guy in the old days. In the old days. Wow, now I'm just a car guy. Oh my God, oh my God. Ah! Wait a minute, down boy, down. Wow, Rick, are you allowed to see these cars without a condom?
Hello, you buddy.
How are you, man?
Good to see you.
I have never seen this many great, unbelievable, fantastic, beautiful cars in my entire life, much less all in one day.
Well, it's about 200 in here, so you got to tell me which one you like the most when it's all over.
You know,
take your pick.
But no, you know what I think blows my mind the most is this Corvette collection. Yeah. That's the finest collection on the planet. I mean, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
But I don't know, man, what's calling my name more? Is that Corvette row or that damn Camaro row?
That's Camaro row.
Ah, that's a tough one. I can't split myself in two pieces. But let's look at these Corvettes, you know.
Well, you walk by the first 55, the first 56, and the first 57, serial number 1.
Wow.
That's the president of Mexico's car.
Wow, I could be the president of Mexico.
Yeah,
I have a business down there, Mr. Cabo. What do I have to do
That's
here?
famous.
I'm going to ask him if I can
have
that car.
You got any tequila? Can we have some tequila?
We can.
Okay, all right.
But after the race. So how long have you been like crazy about cars? I mean, what put the hook in you?
Well, I grew up on a farm, and my dad raced on the weekends, and I love cars and racing, and so I dreamed of having a 67 Corvette. And when I was young, it was a 409s, and I've got some of those. And this car behind you over here, my 31 Chevrolet I bought for $250, and I ran it in C gas. And
oh, you drag raced?
I drag raced it, built it in my granddad's general store in the girls' bathroom.
You know what I'm so happy to hear, though, is that you earned this stuff. You didn't inherit it, somebody didn't give it to you. And I'm really impressed. I'm telling you, I'm really impressed. This is the finest collection. Man, you ever think about putting a Ford in here? What would happen if you put a Ford in here? Somebody get upset?
I've got a couple of Fords.
You got a couple
of
Fords?
I've got, well, like, that's a 32 right there.
Well,
but it's got a Corvette engine in it.
Want to make sure the damn thing starts. But now Camaro row. Probably my second favorite Chevrolet is Camaros, but these, what, 67s?
67. Now, when you walk through, you'll see a lot of black cars. So I've got 67, Z28, 68, 69, and 70, and a lot of other colors. but they're all 302s, and
That's a good engine.
that's a good engine. And boy, that thing had such a screaming sound to it.
So what do you think, RPMs or horsepower? What's the most important?
Well, no, it has to work together. It's really horsepower and torque.
Oh.
And if you can make torque and horsepower to lower RPMs, you know, you're probably better. You know, the higher RPMs you go, you'll make more power, but chances are you got to bring the torque up with it. So it's a good balance. And they don't last too long at that real high RPM. So
That's a muscle car guy talking right there. Look, wait, this is a rock guitar museum. Whoa, where did you start with this?
in 1984, I won a race in Nashville, and Chet Atkins gave me a special edition.
That Gretsch.
Yeah, I'd stand here on the end. So then, one of my other drivers, Tim Richmond, was a friend with Bruce Springsteen, and he brought me a guitar. And so then I started winning some, and then it just started. And so
I can see that you got a habit.
I do.
Better than drugs and alcohol and women.
Yeah.
Guitars and cars, I condone that one. I should have brought you something signed, but I wasn't thinking.
Well, listen, it's an honor just to have you here, but I just happen to have a red guitar.
I would think
And
you would have a bunch of them.
Well, would you please sign it for me?
Rick, it would be an honor. That's a big ass string on there, man. Rick, somebody put too big of strings on here. There you go. Rick, you rock. Mas Tequila. I should have said Mesquila, but yeah, we'll catch him up.
Well, and I even got to hear you play it.
There you go.
That's even a bigger treat.
You need to get some smaller strings on there. See, that's for those country boys that do all that slick picking. I'm a rocker. I need them slinkies on there where you're grabbing.
Well, I will treasure this. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. We are here at the Hendrick Man Cave, and I'm talking to my good buddy, my cobble buddy, my race car buddy, longtime friend, Mr. Jimmie Johnson, and we're going to find out what goes through his head out there on that track. Jimmy,
great to
thanks for
see you,
doing
pal.
this.
Yeah, great to be here.
Thanks for coming in. Well, you know how my love for cars is about the same as probably your love for music, right? It's,
Yep.
You know, we have some mutual ground here, but you know, the time I saw you up in Sonoma and you let me sit in your car. Do you remember that was a couple years ago? Yeah.
I'm not sure we can get you out, but we got you in.
No, exactly. I had a hard time getting out of that. my belly got caught.
I wasn't going to say that, but yeah.
I mean, you have to really stay in. I mean, I was in that thing. I'm not a big guy, and I was like, whoa, I can't move, can't turn my head, can't do nothing. You really got to stay in shape to drive a freaking race car.
You do. They are a lot of work, but in your defense, you know, that is all perfectly molded to my body. So, like, we would mold one up for you.
You're
taller, but, you know, you do burn some calories in the car. It's just hot. I mean, you're sitting around all these heat sources. The car's made of steel. You know, they put heat shielding in to try to help you, but, you know, it's steel. So, matter of time, it's all going to heat soak and get to you. So, 3.5 hour races.
It was brutal.
It's
I mean,
hot.
you got to really be an athlete, you know, to me. I mean, that's what I discovered just by sitting in the damn car.
Yeah.
If you'd have said, hey, take it for a spin, I'd have said, hell no. I would have been so scared. I mean, do you ever feel scared when you get in that car? I mean, when you're driving in this? I mean, this is a dangerous sport. I mean,
yeah, I mean, I definitely, you know, have fear, and that's what makes you hit the brakes and, you know, makes you make the decisions on the track. Clearly, my ability or desire to be in a fearful moment is higher than probably others, just because that's what my line of work asks for. But I was never well, I raced dirt bikes growing up. You know, there's guys doing all these cool tricks and stuff, and that wasn't me. I was just the guy that raced moto. Coming off of two wheels where I would thump the ground myself, and being in a roll cage where that steel absorbs the impact, I'm much safer, way more brave in the race car, and I know I'm sure I can't get hurt, but my chances of getting hurt are way less than being on that dirt bike. And not trying to sound funny, although it is funny, everything's pretty good until it's not. So like the cars have a lot of grip and you're challenging yourself, but as soon as you slip it's higher, that's when you panic. And hopefully you have enough distance and time to catch it. If not, you know, you're just, a lot of times just pull your arms in, you know you're gonna hit something
well,
hard.
what's it feel like going down the track backwards at 150 miles an hour? I mean, that's got to be one kind of adrenaline rush.
It is, and it's another one of those things that you learn once you know, when you lose control, you know, you instantly start looking around and trying to minimize the impact. And if you know you're going to back it in, what I like to do is just get it lined up straight so that it'll go in trunk first. Because if you come around and slap driver's side, that's probably one of the most dangerous ways to hit the wall. So I'll drive the car and position it, and sometimes even downshift, going backwards, just trying to get that sucker to slow down so you hit square and as soft as possible.
Do you ever want to get on other tracks? Do you ever think about driving an Indy car? Or do you? I mean, I don't know.
I have. I had. Growing up, I wanted to race in the Indy 500. You know, that was the big race when I was a kid. And, you know, open wheel racing in general has been, by design, more about technology and building the ultimate car. You know, power to weight ratio, big tires on those cars. NASCAR, by design, has taken a completely different route. Let's give it too much power, put it on a small tire, and don't have enough brakes. So we've got these big tanks that slip and slide and blow the tires off and put on a good show, and plus we can bump and bang. So NASCAR chose the entertainment route much more than, you know, let's build a sophisticated car and go fast.
Oh, it's working.
It has. It's very exciting to watch.
Entertainment. NASCAR is super entertainment. So here you are in Charlotte, your hometown. I mean, where you live now.
Yep.
I mean, a lot of people live here. So it's like, you know, when I play my hometown, I'm always a wreck. And I'm always fucking nervous, and all my friends want to come, and everybody wants my attention, and I got to do all these things. And
interviews with your buddy in a show?
No, I wanted to do this. I asked for this. You know, Jimmy, you're the first guy and the first person in my 34 show, 40 show, whatever. This is my 4th season that is outside of rock and roll.
Oh, sweet.
And they said, well, wait a minute, he's a race car driver. I said, yeah, but he's a rock star race car driver. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, buddy.
Yeah. But so yeah, I know I wanted to do this. Does it put more pressure on you when you drive in your hometown, and there's a lot more distractions and stuff?
Yeah.
So I'm probably helping you right now.
It does.
I'm keeping your
my
mind
busy.
thinking something else. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No doubt it is tough.
You want to win more in your hometown.
You do.
You want to be great in your hometown.
You know,
right?
where we're sitting here at Mr. Hendrick's, you know, man cave with his killer collection of cars, we're a mile from the track, and we have 650 some employees that work around here, and they will all be at the track this weekend with their families watching. So it is a lot of pressure to race.
I'm just really curious, like who's the most feared driver of all the time? Who's the guy that just go, man, that guy's crazy. I don't want to even get out there on the track with him.
Sure.
Is there anybody, can you say a name like that? When you get out on the track, you go, man, this guy makes me nervous. You know, he's crazy out there.
You know, it's so funny because I think we all have the potential to be the crazy guy on the track. So you usually end up in like a riff with someone different periods of time.
I've seen it on TV.
And then it's just like a magnet for weeks and weeks where you keep having troubles with each other. And for me, Sterling Marlin and myself had a problem like my rookie and sophomore year, just wouldn't go away. And finally, we just both had to look at each other like, we're going to intentionally avoid being around each other. It just isn't working out. Here's one thing that's totally true. We're used to car fights, right? Like none of us have ever had to get out and punch someone or get punched. But in the car, we're all way braver and use each other up. And my crew jokes all the time that we're not brave enough to get out and have a real fight, but we'll have a car fight and create all this work for them. So there's plenty of car fights that go on, but very few, you know, punches delivered.
That's a rough sport. But I have this little thing, it's just this or that. Now you're supposed to answer fast and not give me some fucking song and dance and start backpedaling and say, well, I can't answer that, or yeah, or both.
Okay.
This is this or that. What's more important, the car or the driver?
The car.
Wow. Brother, I got to give you 5 on that. I thought for sure. I mean, you asked me what's more important, the singer or the song? What do you think I'm going to tell you? The singer.
The singer.
You give me a bad song, I can still sing good. Give me a great song, I'll fucking kill it. Okay. The Bahamas or Cabo?
Cabo.
Horsepower or RPMs?
Horsepower.
After a race, a margarita or a nice cold beer?
Oh, damn, that's a tough one. I'll go with the beer, the easier to get to.
Margarita with a beer back?
Yeah, exactly.